Testing, testing. Do I sound like a lactose-intolerant gerbil?
You sound fine. Also, you said your voice was good during the recording.
Post-nut clarity hits more than just nuts, Joe.
All right, so who wants to explain for people out of the loop?
I'll do it since it was my blunder.
Don't inhale helium this time.
So about a few days ago, Donald wrecked our setup.
Oh yeah, I forgot this thing went off in the footage.
To the point where we had to redo our build. At the time, I saw an opportunity to upgrade our current microphones. We then tested it out with a playthrough of Pizzeria Simulator.
Except it wasn't an upgrade at all. It made us sounded like we smoked in memorial of Snoop Dogg.
This change received quite the bit of backlash, and after a bit of panic, I decided to take the video down.
That's when I stepped in and decided to upload an explanation. And now we're here, watching our old footage that we already recorded.
Why are we even watching it? We know what happens. It's not like it's our live reaction.
Some pretty important stuff went on this episode, so it's not something I can just bypass or skip. Think of this as a director's cut sort of video.
So now what? We're just doing a Sniper Wolf reaction video? Let me get my pog face ready.
It would be really weird to upload a part 3 if we skipped a whole salvage, even if our voices sounded like chipmunks.
Right, so basically you're still going to see the gameplay, but we're talking after this was recorded, if that makes sense.
So it's not our live reaction, we're just going to add bits and pieces for the people that missed it.
Am I doing the pog face right?
Oh, goodness.
Never make that face again. You look like a trout.
This has been a very interesting week, to say the least. First, Obama makes me break the laptop.
Excuse me?
Next, Joe changes our setup and almost creates an uprising within our community.
Yeah, I did.
And finally, we're over here playing sportscaster with our footage.
Realistically, it could have been a lot worse. There could have been a universe where we pushed through with our decision.
I know I'm pleading my case, but it really didn't sound that bad on our end. Then we uploaded it, and that's when everything went down the gutter.
When you think about it, it's really kind of funny. Someone said in the comments that it sounded like we smoked on some Zaza, whatever that is.
I assume it's illegal substances.
Listen, in all honesty, let's just mark it as a humorous moment and move on with our lives.
Well, now, what do we talk about? We kind of have to pad for time because our genuine reaction isn't in the video.
We can laugh at your misery while Molten Freddy tries to merge you into a lava pit.
If anything, now you guys know how the office part works. And now you know that it isn't an after-hours type of deal. This is when the restaurant is busy and thriving.
Yeah, all while every single robot with a Samsung chip in it is trying to rip us into two.
You got it down pretty easily, though. Look right here. You were able to lure Molten Freddy away with that audio cue. Donald would probably be screaming so loud that we would have died instantly.
You're clearly doubting the world's best security guard and businessman. I think you should be reviewing your own actions before you judge mine, Sleepy Joe.
How did you power through that thought when there was an ad blaring in your ear?
An insult at the end of the tunnel keeps the train chugging, and I needed to make a point.
Can I ask why the tasks are so loud, Joe?
Older printers and computers are being used in here. That's why we're getting a whirring noise whenever we do a task.
No wonder Molten Freddy was after us. We were performing a Super Bowl halftime show in here.
You're actually not wrong, because depending on the task, it will create more noise, and that can always attract an animatronic. But there's also a way to reduce that noise level.
That would really help if we found out how we could do that.
There goes our company budget.
On the main menu, if you hit the equipment tab, you can upgrade certain parts of your task machine. This will allow tasks to be completed in half the time.
I can only guess that they cost an arm and a leg to purchase it. And I don't know if Penny Pinching Don is willing to open his pocketbooks for that one.
Yeah, probably not.
Won't you be the one completing the office work during the next day?
Start writing the check, Obama.
And this is when we finish our shift and move on to salvaging Springtrap.
He's actually dubbed Scrap Trap in this game.
His actual name should be the Bladder Bunny because he pees on himself. Instead of visiting on Easter, he visits when you have kidney stones.
You're really proud of that nickname, aren't you?
You know, in hindsight, we really should have thrown this thing back into the alley. I mean, there's a literal carcass stuck in that suit.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
We're looking at a replay of the video for a reason. I wonder if our audience even knows what's about to happen.
Great foreshadowing, Joe.
Like, how are we supposed to know?
I always come back.
Wait, I didn't hear that the first time we played this through. What does that mean?
I always come back. I didn't know the Terminator was playing dress-up doll.
Well, you know the story behind William Afton, so you can assume that he's clearly back for something.
Whatever. This game is unrealistic anyways. I would have taken Piss Trap to the ground with a Heimlich maneuver.
Are you seriously on that again?
Wait, hold on, Obama. The good news about watching this a second time is that I can feel the joy of making some big money.
How did we even get any visitors beforehand? We had a mop bucket and a googly-eyed basket as our animatronics.
Because big business calls for some big decisions, and I decided that we needed to make some cold hard cash that day. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and let me just tell you, I'm really good at eating.
I think you did more than told us, Don. You ate an entire dinner box from McDonald's before we started recording.
Calorie overload.
What does Gabriel Iglesias say? I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
And that's something Garfield would say.
Now, if you remember here, we accepted the sponsorship yet again during the original time we recorded this. Do you regret that choice, Donald?
Not even a tiddlywink of regret.
You haven't played through The Office yet. Just wait until you have a compound of animatronics rushing after you like it's a triathlon.
Good thing I played sports back in the prime of my youth. I'll unlock my inner beast by defending myself from these monsters, just like it's the first game.
I think I just physically recoiled in cringe after hearing the term inner beast. Also, this has nothing to do with accepting the sponsorship, Donald.
Like I said, I don't regret it. After the disaster that happened with Joe and the microphones, and then William Afton invading my personal space, we needed the break on funding.
This is just a straight yapping session. You see, in the original video, we were commenting on how the sponsorship didn't take up too much space. Now we're talking about bladders, comedians, and McDonald's. We really have devolved.
You know what's funny, guys?
Dare I ask?
When our setup went down the tubes, I thought about changing our cameras too.
Why would you ever do that?
Just to put a cherry on top when it comes to improving the quality.
You really are full of bad decisions.
We can take a look at them really quickly, if you want.
Won't that block the viewer experience when they see what we buy?
Spoiler alert, Donald flips his lid when Lefty is $5 and buys it without a second thought.
And I do it again.
Well, here's the picture that I was going to use for you, Donald.
How did you even get this picture of me?
When you were looking outside the window waiting for your DoorDash.
Is that what you were doing with that camera? I thought you were just commemorating my glory.
There's simply no way that you thought that.
I really did, Obama. I really did.
Anyways, your thoughts on putting the camera here?
It's too bright, very bright. Also, my camera right now is fine as it is.
Wouldn't he also be standing towards the window the whole time? How would he even know what's going on?
It was very possible that that was the intention.
Nice try, Joe. Like the comment said, I'm here to make America game again.
Now, this is the camera that I got for myself.
Did you go space exploring? Why are you in the middle of a black hole in that?
How do you even set up a photo like that?
Are you acoustic?
I was going to say aesthetically challenged.
Wait, why does that roll off the tongue so fluently? Obama, I think you just blessed my vocabulary. Are you aesthetically challenged, Joe?
No mercy today, huh?
You did too much light for me and no light for yourself. Where is the balance?
I'm still wondering how you even set up this camera.
I simply put a black tarp behind me. I was trying to recreate the shot that I have now.
Then use a green screen. Don't throw yourself in a cave.
I guess that's a no then, huh?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think you already know what Don has to say.
Right. Well, on to the last one, which is yours, Barack.
Wait, that's actually really good quality. When did you get this?
A while back, I think when you were starting up Sister Location.
You have the premium version of Obama in this. You can tell he writes in cursive.
I don't mind this, actually. It looks pretty smooth from appearances.
We can try it in the next video if you like.
Well, I wouldn't mind so, but I want our community to actually approve as well.
Yeah, don't make any decisions that'll throw you on a ventilator, Joe.
Got it. I'll make a community post about it when I can, Barack.
Because change worked out so well last time.
Well, that's where we left off, right? The summary of this video was that we completed The Office, lost the Springtrap salvage, upgraded the stage, and bought Lefty, right?
That and another Freddy animatronic.
You never did answer me. Why are they all hitting the nay-nay?
I said this last time. I don't know.
They're kind of cranking it, though. Except for Lefty. His neck seems like it's an axle away from becoming a helicopter blade. Like he's trying to hit the whip.
Joe almost had us killed because of our mic change, so that can't be as bad.
Like the dinner box, you might eat those words, Donald.
It's Donald Trump here wanting to thank all of our members for supporting us. If you'd like to become a member and see exclusive content, click the join button down below.